Jamar, you're having a very good rookie season, player of the week, player of the month, but by your standards, how pleased are you with the season thus far?
Um, I'm glad we're winning right now, but I wish we'd have won the game that we only lost. But so far, I'm good with what we got going so far.
Thank you.
Jamar, is anybody defensively starting to pay more attention to you? I mean, are they leaving you singled as much as you were early in the season? Or are they starting to give some help over the top or help other ways?
Right. I've been seeing some help over the top past two games. Last game I seen I don't really know the guy's name, but number 26, the corner. He followed me second half, so I'm getting someone's attention on the defensive side.
Jamar, how do you prepare for that, getting double teamed in the NFL regularly?
Um, Practicing hard. I mean, you can't really prepare for it. You got to know what's coming. Um, you got to take advantage of your one-on-ones when it's there. You're not gonna always have it, but you got to take advantage of them when you do have them.
If you're being doubled, is it just a matter of looking, getting on the sidelines and seeing what they're doing and adjusting to it? Is that it, or put me in the head of a wide receiver when you're double teamed and trying to beat that? Because obviously you still want to win even if there's two guys on you.
Well, usually when you're getting double teamed, they're usually looking at the lineup by the receiver. They usually see something that they seen on film where explosive play coming, which means they're gonna have somebody help over top, somebody help underneath, maybe inside. Doesn't matter where they have help at. But it's something they see on film that they expect when it's in game time and they're expecting a big plays coming. My job is to get open, beat the double team, even catch the ball if I'm double teamed, get the double team out of that just for clear out just to open somebody else up. You know what I mean? It's just all about playing your part.
Hey, Jamar, can you go through that the first catch, your first catch of the second half, the big one, the 44-yarder down the sideline? Can you talk about that and maybe what you saw? Had you talked to Joe about that? And what was the mindset coming out of halftime? What was the thought process and what went into that play?
Yeah, so coming out of halftime, we needed some momentum coming out of halftime, needed to make some big plays. That's what Zach said. And coming out at halftime, first play we called wasn't all goals. It was one of our normal plays we always call. I ended up having a conversion because I was pressed, and just get my head around at 10 and let Joe throw me from where the DB is. I was expecting back shoulder until I seen the ball go over top, and then I had to change speed and react to the ball.
You have a great relationship with obviously Justin Jefferson, and in addition to your God-given talent, how much has he helped you kind of transition into the NFL?
Who are you talking about, Justin?
Yeah, Justin, yeah.
Justin helped me transition by just being competitive with me, making me want to work, making me want to keep my hunger. You know what I mean? He always talks to me about, it's just like at LSU, you know what I'm saying? More, physical. You're playing against good guys every week, but he just telling me go out there and play my game and be confident. You know what I'm saying? He never really gave me pointers on what I should do. He just always told me, play my game.
Thank you.
Jamar, who are some of your favorite wide receivers growing up? Did you have a specific one or two that you really followed as a kid that you wanted to emulate their game?
Growing up, I was watching a lot of Des Bryant. He was one of my biggest fans. I was always, watching him in class and stuff like that. I never really want to be exactly like him, but just take some of his game and put it into mine. And then I started watching a lot of other receivers. I started watching Tyler Boyd too at a young age. So just finding everyone's game and just adding stuff into mine.
What jumped out about Tyler when you watched him when you were younger?
When I was watching Tyler, he was just great at going up top and catching balls over defenders, making people miss, and he had good yak.
Have you told him that you've watched him on film?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How much of the run game and the pass game both complemented each other and kind of set each other up in the offense? How much has that worked this season?
I mean, that's a big help just to keep the offense even, don't know if there's run or pass. Joe Mixon's doing a great job of getting yards, receivers making plays down the field. So we keep that going, then we could definitely make more happen.
Is that part similar to the LSU offense? I guess the role of the run game in a pass first offense, or I guess how is it different in Cincinnati?
I'm pretty sure that's everyone's offense. That's how you get the pass open, by running first. But just you want to always have a leveled offense. You don't want to have, come out and just air raid. You want to have everything, leveled and all on the same page.
Jamar, do you think you are back to the point where you were at the end of your career at LSU? Because I know you said, taking a year off might have impacted you a little bit. Do you feel now you're back in terms of production and confidence where you were?
I definitely believe that, but there's always more work to done. I still, can get better from what I was doing, but yeah, I feel great.
Jamar, to people outside of your building, this coming Sunday feels really big with first place Green Bay, first place Bengals. I'm curious to you and the team, does it feel as big to you as it does to people outside of the organization?
It's next game up to us. You know what I'm saying? This is our defender, the people we playing. So this is the most important game we have now.
Jamar, first off, the air raid slander does hurt me a little bit to some degree. But secondly, whenever you first met Joe, what jumped out about his football IQ and kind of how his knowledge of the game? Because, he was already 3 years into college when you met him.
When I first met Joe was always a little quiet guy. He didn't really say too much to us yet. Honestly, I can't even remember how all that memory back there. But he was always, he's always getting his work done. He wasn't vocal. He was just a leader by example. And the next year, that's when he became more vocal, knowing what he wanted and stuff like that. So my first year, he was just leading by example.
How much do you feel like he grew in his knowledge? Do you feel like his IQ had gotten a lot better in that second year after being there for 2 years?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like he came back a different person.
Are you surprised? I was going to follow up on that. Are you surprised at all how vocal he is just in his second year in the NFL, or did you kind of expect that to carry over?
I expect a lot from Joe. I just have him at such high standards just because of who he is and, how he reacts to stuff. So, I have a high expectation for Joe. I'm pretty sure he knows that. I'm pretty sure the whole team does.
Jamar, having gone through an undefeated season in a national championship season, handling success of that process, does it make it easier to handle big games in the NFL, having gone through what you went through in college? The process.
Every game I played in college was a big game. I was in the SEC. We played against great players every game. This is what NFL LSU did for us. It made us transition from college to the NFL much easier. To when we get to the NFL, we don't have to worry about, we play good games every week. So, that's something I was expecting.
On the other side of the ball with Green Bay, with Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, etc. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on you guys every time you get the ball on offense scoring. What were some of your biggest takeaways in terms of why you were stalled out in the first half and what you need to do to be able to be more efficient, knowing you guys are going to have to put up points to win this game?
I feel like last game, the first series, we came out firing, actually. Got the ball all the way up to, the 20 until my flag was called on my push-off. I feel like if they'd never called that, then we'd have had an opportunity to score and we would have ran on a run. Who knows how the game would have went after that. But like you said on scoring, I'm pretty sure, they got Aaron Rodgers on their team. Lord knows I respect that man. I didn't watch him come back in 36 seconds. So just the high praise of him and just sitting on the sideline watching him play is we're going to need to score, put up more points than he does just because of who he is.
Did you think that was OPI, Jamar?
I didn't think it was until I seen the view. The ref told me what I did. I overextended both of my hands. So, yeah, it was one. I just know now to make it less obvious.
Jamar, you're a goal guy. You put the thing up and, you put the list of goals up on your mirror. What's up on your mirror now? Is is NFL Rookie of the Year up there? Is that something, is that a goal to be the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I have that goal. That's one of my goals I have. Of course, that's one of my goals. I want to be as great as I can be, as best I can be, make others around me be good too. So I'm just, trying to work on my craft and others around me to be great. I just, want to succeed.
Who do you think you have to beat out? You got anybody you're looking at there that you got to beat out, you think?
No, I'm just trying to beat myself. I'm not in competition with nobody. If anything, I feel like people are competition with me.
Jamar, have you learned anything else about Joe late in games and how clutch he is, how calm, cool, and collected he is in the first 4 games?
He's always been like that to me. That's what I mean by high expectations. His reactions. He knows what he's doing. Like that check down he did with CJ. You know what I'm saying? What a great, check down to get the first down. Like I know Joe could do those things. You know what I'm saying? Like I expect him to do those things. That's why he's such, Heisman quarterback. That's why he's a Heisman quarterback, because he does stuff like that.
Jamar, with the success you had, a lot of times coming off the field, you're able to share that with family and just talk about your family moments and having the success you're having and being able to share that with them.
It's great right now having my family with me. Coming to the games, enjoying the games. I'm pretty sure that's what they've been doing that their whole life. They haven't missed a game. So it's just great to have family around who's supporting you, with all the love.
Have anything, any of the passes or plays you made surprised them, or they that's just my son?
I'm pretty sure my dad wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure he's seen it all from me. My mom probably would like my Steelers catch.
Yeah. Thank you.
One more minute with Jamar.
Jamar, it's still a small sample size, only 4 NFL games, but at this point in your NFL career, what have you learned? What have you learned that you really didn't know going into your first game in the NFL that you think you found out after your 4th game?
Mm-hmm. Great question. I want to say I still haven't learned it yet, honestly. Still much more to learn. I've been watching a lot of defense lately, last-minute rotation snaps, just trying to find bits and pieces in the film to figure out what I could look for defenses on what they call. So I'll pay attention to some signals they have sometimes just to know what the coverage is giving me before it happens.
One last question.
So what kind of game you expecting Sunday with Rodgers and Joe?
I'm hoping Joe Burrow comes out with the victory and Aaron Rodgers doesn't.